At the top of my game, ain't no stopping my play. And I do this every time, every single month, every single day. Nature playing every way. Better get up on my ways. They can feel how they feel, but don't got nothing to say. Everything is mine for the taking. Got a plan and I know I'm here to make it. Look at me, it's a star in the making. I ain't faking. What do you know? I'm the star of the show.
Thanks for joining us for this special Denver 7 post-game show. I'm Andrew Heath.
I'm Shannon Ogden. Nuggets win in Miami. Let's kick things off with our sports director, Lionel Bienvenu. Lionel?
Yeah, guys, we talked about the Nuggets sleepwalking through Game 2, lack of discipline, communication, and effort. We heard Coach Mike Malone and the players say they would respond in Game 3 on the road. Well, they came out tonight and they walked the talk. They responded in a big way. It was a statement, Game 3, a blowout of the Heat to take control of the series and take back home court advantage. Kaseya Arena was wide out for the first home game of the finals for the Heat. It was tied at 29 in the second. A trademark Joker assist to Christian Brown for the slam dunk. Brown played well. Then Joker, a little gift pass to Jamal Murray behind the line and a long shot that popped the net. Nuggets on an 8-0 run. Then Aaron Gordon taking it up and taking it all the way, smashing it down. The Nuggets up 53-48 at the half. Murray had 20 points. Joker had a double-double at the half, too, as well. Now, third quarter. They stomped on him, and they ended up winning. And let's go now to Malone's mindset, shall we? Where we get the head coach and hear what he's going to say after Game 3. Malone's mindset is brought to us sponsored by Metropolitan State University of Denver. So let's go live to Kaseya Center and hear from the Nuggets head coach.
Considering everything you've seen Nikola and Jamal do, but considering also the stage of which this was done, is this the greatest game you've ever seen those two together perform and do this?
You know, I've been with Nikola for 8 and Jamal for 7 years now. And we've had some pretty good moments, but not in the NBA Finals. And for those guys to make history the way they did tonight, no one's ever done that. I mean, that's what's really neat about it. You get the win. I thought our defense was fantastic tonight. You hold that team to 94 points, 37 from the field, only 11 threes. That really helped us out tonight, the defending and rebounding at a high level. But by far their greatest performance as a duo in their 7 years together.
Mike, as we see the triple doubles there, obviously on the stat sheet, but after your comments about the effort, what's it mean to see those second chance points and rebounding numbers and those effort kind of stats? What's it mean to you to see those stick out for your team after that?
It means that our guys understood Game 2 was not who we are. It's not who we can be, especially at this stage of the season. And they responded like they always do. That's one thing I know about our group. When we don't play well, we own it, and we find a way to be resilient and get back to playing Denver Nugget basketball, and that's what we did tonight.
Standing on the right. Coach, Christian Braun's performance was excellent tonight. Is this performance to some video analysis in which Christian was shown where his opportunities were?
So Christian Braun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Christian has proved himself all year long, and he was in the rotation to end the season. He's been in the rotation throughout these 18 playoff games now. And if you look around, there's not many rookies playing meaningful minutes in the NBA this time of year. And it speaks to Christian's confidence. It speaks to him being a winner. He's won at every level, high school, college, and now he's in the NBA Finals as a rookie in the NBA. And he just has stayed ready the whole year, mentally, physically, emotionally. That kid never gets too high, never gets too low. Very calm, cool, and collected young man. And I just, tonight, man, I could just feel the confidence kind of oozing out of him. The physical, aggressive drives, making plays for guys against their zone. It was really fun to watch a young man step up like the way Christian did tonight.
Ramona on the right.
Hi, Coach. Way back here. Ramona Shelby with ESPN. I know you said you haven't been to the NBA Finals with these guys before, but How much does just them having been together for so long, knowing how to handle different defenses that are thrown at them, what teams try to do to them, how much does that play here in a game like this?
Well, it's I've always felt, Ramona, that Nikola and Jamal Murray are one of the most elite and lethal two-man game combos in the NBA. And we've seen that growing for 7 years now, and I think it was on full display once again tonight. A lot of guys play with each other. You know, I think those two guys play for each other and off of each other, and they read each other so well. And the best part about it is early in the game, I mean, Jamal was getting blitzed tonight. He had two guys on him a lot, and he didn't fight it. I mean, like, I think early in the playoffs, there were games where he was getting attention. He was trying to make, like, the home run play maybe at times. But for him tonight to come off, I got two guys on me. I'm just going to find Nikola in the pocket or Christian Brown cutting, whatever it may be. So it's really impressive, Jamal's performance. But, yeah, those two guys as a two-man combo, they give a lot of people headaches.
Vinny in the middle.
Vinny Benedetto with the Denver Gazette. Michael, you mentioned Christian's confidence. Is that something that he showed up with on day one, or have you seen him kind of grow into himself over the course of the season?
No, he showed up with that. I mean, that young man, like I said earlier, Vinny, when you win 3 straight high school state championships, when you win a national championship in which he never came out of the game, played all 40 minutes, he's very confident, and he should be. I mean, like, we believed in him, we drafted him, and he's everything we hoped for and more. But that confidence is something that his mother, his father, his family, that I think he's had from a very early age.
Third row on your left.
Michael Rohan, Notgurney Sports Illustrated. You mentioned how Jamal was getting blitzed tonight. That was happening a lot, even with Nikola on the floor. Do you recall that happening often, a team sending a double at Jamal, even with Joker on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, usually it's a lot more likely when Nikola sits. Well, I don't know if you guys realized, but Nikola didn't sit in the second half. And so when I congratulated him after the game for his 32, 10, and 21 rebound performance, I said, maybe we're on to something here. You may not come out in the second half the rest of the series. But, yeah, it's Jamal's going to attract so much attention, but usually it's when Nikola's off, because if you put 2 on the ball, Jamal, and he finds Nikola in the pocket, something good is usually going to happen. The mid-range shot where he's almost automatic, Aaron or Jeff working behind the defense, or spraying out to a three-point shooter. So, that's the kind of game that Jamal was having, and he adjusted to how he was being guarded, which is what you need from your starting point guard.
Joe, front left.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. Michael, obviously a ton of individual performances to celebrate, but you came out of both games 1 and 2 talking about how you guys didn't feel like you played well. Do you feel like you played well tonight as a team?
I felt this is by far our best game of the series, most complete game of the series. And it's not because of the triple-doubles or, to your point, all the individual stats. It's because we held that team to 94 points, 37 from the field, only 11 threes. And to out-rebound somebody by 25 in a finals game, that's a significant number right there. And it wasn't just Nikola's 21. I mean, Aaron gets 10, Jamal gets 10, Michael gets 7, Christian gets 4. 28 assists, 60 in the paint. And the fourth quarter defense, only 31% from the field allowed. So, yes, I loved our energy, our effort, our urgency, our discipline. I thought we were where we needed to be tonight, and we'll have to be even better come Friday evening.
Dan, last question on the right side, fourth row.
Over here, Coach Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Going back to Jamal, at least 3 or 4 times tonight he had like kind of silence or answer jumpers. You know, they start to get on a little bit of a run. Step back over Bam, pull up in transition, sort of pull up on the mid-range. That kind of sense of the moment of when you really need that bucket. Is that something that Jamal's kind of always had since you've had him?
It is. His 1 year at Kentucky, he was a prolific scorer. Obviously, he played off the ball with Tyler Ulis many years ago. And I often laugh when I think about his first 2 years in Denver. He was our backup shooting guard. And now he's getting a triple-double in the NBA Finals. But, yeah, Jamal, Dan, he's a guy that thrives, lives, and excels in the moment, never afraid of it. And you can't say that for a lot of players. I mean, the regular season guys can have really good seasons, but in the playoffs, on this stage, and, Jamal missed our last 2 postseasons, and he's been dying to get back to this setting and just go out there and put on the performance that he's putting on. So really proud of him bouncing back from game 2, as well as all of our players from bouncing back the way we did tonight. And once again, Friday night, we know we're going to have to be even better against a very good team in Miami. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, that was Malone's mindset. Head coach Michael Malone and his thoughts after Game 3 of the NBA Finals, a 109-94 win by the Nuggets. And this is sponsored by Metropolitan State University of Denver. All right, let's go live to Miami and sports anchor Nick Rothschild at the Kaseya Center. Joker, 32-21 and 10. Jamal Murray, Nick, 34-10 and 10. Christian Brown, 15. The Nuggets with a dominating bounce-back performance tonight.
Well, Lionel, the superstars were superstarring here in Miami, but I want to take you over to this hardy Nuggets contingent that has hung around the Kaseya Center. You can see just over the heads of our friends at Altitude TV, Michael Porter Jr. hanging out in the crowd with his dad and some of his family and friends. The Jokic brothers are also still hanging around here in Miami. Plenty of friends, family, and Nuggets faithful here to bask in the glory of a Game 3 victory. Just a few moments ago before we came out here, they were chanting, "Let's go Nuggets." I assume at the national TV audience that was still tuned in to let people know this is no longer Heat country, folks. The Nuggets came in and asserted their dominance. We talked about this pregame, Lionel. They asserted their dominance. They enforced their will, and they showed the Heat that they can win in a lot of different ways. We talk so much about this Nuggets team being a selfless team driven by 8 different guys who can go off at any moment. Well, in this game, it was 2 guys being the best players in the world together in Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. I'm sure we'll hear from them at some point. But for now, me and this hardy Nuggets contingent are going to continue celebrating. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Nick. We'll have much more live Nuggets post-game press conferences coming up later in the show. Right now, let's go back to Kaseya Center and Jessica Porter, who is live there after the Nuggets' big win. Jessica?
I don't think any Nuggets fan is going to be sleeping tonight, Lionel. The excitement in this arena was unreal. You know, the game started off and Heat fans had chaotic confidence. This arena was roaring. And then slowly but surely, it got quieter to almost silence. And in fact, late in the fourth quarter, Heat fans started leaving early. Nuggets fans still hanging out here in the arena. Michael Porter Jr. still down here, as well as the Jokic brothers. Everybody is celebrating. I mean, what a win for Game 3. Now Nuggets up 2-1 in the series. I mean, it is just the elation that you can feel from Nuggets fans tonight is extraordinarily exciting, and they're going to be partying all night in Party City. Now they're looking forward to Game 4, and it looks like this is going to be a really fun series. We're going to go out to Denver 7's Russell Haythorne. He's outside of the Kaseya Center live here in Miami. Russell, are there still Nuggets fans out there with you? I hear them.
Yeah, that's right. We're here on the front steps of the Kaseya Center, and we do have a medical situation happening just off camera, so we're trying to be respectful of that. But hey, I have my Nuggets fans out here after that huge victory in Game 3. This is Gage. He's from Cocoa Beach, right, Gage?
Yeah.
Talk about that game and just the, amazingness of it all.
Yeah, the atmosphere was great. Jamal Murray and Nikola both had a triple-double. Jamal Murray had probably the best game in his playoff career, I think. 34 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
You're here with your dad tonight. How
Yeah.
special was that for you?
Great, because he went to DU back. He graduated in '95, so he loved Denver, so
Yeah,
he
awesome.
loved watching. Yeah.
Thanks, Gage. I'm gonna turn over here. I've got Eric here from Littleton, right? Grant Ranch. Yeah, Eric just happened to be in West Palm, right? Tell me your story.
I had a
You weren't
business
gonna miss
meeting.
this.
I was not going to miss this. I flew in. Nuggets dominated from the initial tip. We know Nuggets in 5. This is the best situation to be here in Miami tonight.
Is it Nuggets in 5?
Nuggets in 5. Nuggets in 5.
I love it. Derek, come over here. Derek's from Denver as well. And Derek, you were the first to stop here right after the game.
Yeah.
You got the Mile High City shirt on. You're representing.
Yeah.
Tell me about that win.
Listen, it's been a long time coming. They robbed Jokic of the MVP this year, but we're here to win the championship, and that's all that matters. That's what we do.
We're going to take Game 4 too?
Game 4, Game 5, like they
You
said.
bringing that shit home?
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
come on. We don't talk to losers tonight. Dale, get in here. Dale,
Let's go, Dale.
Dale, we saw you on the plane out here. You were on the same flight as us. And here we are. Talk to me about that victory.
Game 3's awesome. Game 4 is going to be better. Game 5, we win it all. We win it all in 5.
How did that feel to you? I mean, you've been a fan since 1985, right? Season ticket holder since 85.
Yes. It's just amazing to watch this team win on the road. It's just fun. It's exciting. Here we are.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This crowd's getting rowdy. It's not the Nuggets fans. It's the Heat fans. So we'll toss it back to you guys for now. But, yeah, some partying out here at the Kaseya Center tonight.
Oh, it's going to be a long night, Russell. Be safe and have some fun. We'll check in with you in just a bit. Now we're going to, if I know Nuggets fans are excited here, I know back home in Denver, they are even more excited and happy about tonight's victory. Let's go over to Denver 7's Rob Harris. He's at the watch party at Ball Arena. Rob?
Yeah, okay, so Jessica just asked, are Nuggets fans excited here in Denver? Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. So, yeah, I think one benefit of being here, Jessica, is that I had all Nuggets fans around me. I saw like one Heat jersey, mostly Nuggets jerseys. So I got to ask, first of all, best part of the game?
Honestly, my favorite part of the game was the Nuggets outplaying Miami Heat defense, and honestly, Nuggets on top.
And when they won? Okay, so I've been trying to tell people over like Twitter and stuff what it's like to be in here. Even though it was a watch party, felt like a game, right?
Yeah, it's always super loud, super fun. Nuggets fans never fail to show up, so super fun.
And then last question is, you know, we've been waiting for this for a long time with the Nuggets. What does it mean for Colorado, Denver pride if they bring it home?
Honestly, like last year we won the Avs Stanley Cup, so that was pretty awesome.
And we are going, if we win, we're going to beat the 1 million people parade in Denver this year. So
we're looking forward.
All right, so we see them at the parade. And my last question for all of you, Nuggets in 5?
Nuggets in 5!
That's all I have to say. Back to you.
Oh, we love the way that sounds, Rob. Thanks so much. You know, this means a lot for Nuggets fans. You know, for them to come back from a loss, this is the Nuggets' first final, and to win away, this is a huge victory. And before tip-off, we asked you who you thought Game 3's top scorer was going to be. Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., or could it possibly someone else? Well, the results are in tonight, and you all said Jokic and Murray, a tie, and you were definitely right. 60 points, over 60 points between the two of them. And hey, sound off, vent, celebrate. We want to hear from you tonight, Nuggets fans. We want to know how you think the series is going. So did you see a bad call in Game 3, a foul you didn't like? You want to talk about it, about your favorite player? Call the Nuggets hotline. You can call that number at 303-832-0111. Don't talk about it to your spouse all night. They don't want to hear about it. Call us. Viewers, share their concerns with the refs during tonight's game as well.
If the referees could stay out of the game and let them both play. But no, they have to always stick up for Miami. And you know what? If that's the only way Miami can win, so be it.
The Nuggets are so good, and, like, Jokic is literally, like, the best. And, like, all the refs are against the Nuggets, but, like, we always come out on top.
We definitely feel like the underdogs claimed a victory tonight. All right, guys, back to you in the studio. I'll be hanging out here on the court. And Ann and Shannon, back to you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Have fun out there, Jess.
I thought
Thanks.
fans might have something to say
Oh,
to that.
just one or two things, yes. All right, talk to you in a bit. And here's a look at the rest of the schedule. Game 4 is just 2 days away on Friday. Miami tip-off is at 6:30. The series will then start alternating cities each game, with Game 5 coming back to Denver on Monday. And of course, you can watch all the NBA Finals games right here on Denver 7, and we'll be right back.